guys, Todd Falcone here in my office, and wanted to just do a real quick video. I had a conference call the other day and asked a whole bunch of my listeners, viewers, followers, if you will, what do you want to learn in 2014? And we came up with a really long list of different items that people want me to cover. And one of those things, it's right at the top of the list, I'm just going to start knocking through the list, is this subject. How do you get support from your friends and family when you're involved in a network marketing business? And it's kind of an interesting thing because, I don't know, typically what I find happening, it's like sometimes our least supportive people in our lives are like our friends and family. It's like we would hope that they would be the most supportive and encourage us and be all fired up because we're going to go do something cool with our lives. We're pursuing a business. We're doing something independently outside of having a job. But, you know, there's a lot of reasons why people do what they do. You know, sometimes when people are negative and they're not really supportive, it's really kind of their way of essentially saying, I don't want to lose you. I don't want you to, you know, I want you to stay close to me. I'm like afraid that you're going to leave me if you go do this real successful thing. So that's part of it. Not always, it's not always the case, but sometimes that certainly is the case with people. And then, you know, look, the way I look at it is, look, my friends aren't paying my bills. At this point in my life, I mean, once you're an adult, probably your parents, your family is not paying your bills. You've got to do what you feel is right for you, in spite of how other people may react or respond to the decisions that you make in your life. So, you know, how do we elicit support from those people? Certainly a way to not get support is by, and I see this unfortunately happen time and time and time and time again, is people will not really treat their business seriously, and they'll start and then they'll stop, and they'll start and then they'll stop, and they'll start and then they'll stop. And it's like this repeated, you know, it's kind of like crying wolf. It's like, how many times are you going to do one of those deals and then you're going to come back to me again? So I think for you to elicit support from people is to make a firm decision on what you're doing and actually really pursue the business that you're involved in. And if you create success on your own, with or without their support, they'll either eventually decide that they want to join you or they won't. And either way, you're going to be fine with it at that point anyhow. So it's a little bit different when you have somebody under your own roof who isn't exactly supportive, meaning a husband or wife or significant or other or whatever you might want to call it. And I've seen this happen a lot of times where you have somebody that's involved in the business and then the other person is like giving them a timeline. Well, I'll give you 30 days. I'll give you 90 days to figure it out. And if you don't figure it out, then you're out of the business. And that's not an ideal situation. Look, I mean, my only advice there, especially if it's somebody under your own roof, is, and especially when it's in a marital situation. I mean, you're married, you've made a commitment for life. What is it? You know, until death do us part, for better, for worse. It's not for better, for worse, sickness and health, unless you do a network marketing deal. It's, you know, all of the above. So it really requires, I think, just having a sit down with that person and helping them to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. And you can only hope that that person's going to be supportive of your decision. You guys are married, you're together, you're in love with one another, you're doing it for the betterment of your family unit, if you will. And sometimes I get it, it's a very tough situation for some people. I've seen it happen enough. I mean, I've been doing this for over 20 years. So really, the one thing I will say more than anything, you want to get support from friends and family. Make a commitment, make a decision, focus, do your business. Don't be changing your mind. Don't be hopping around from company to company doing, you know, now I'm on the next one, now I'm on the next one. And I'm not, look, here's the thing. A lot of times people get involved in a network marketing business and they don't ultimately stay with the first business that they started with. I mean, I've been in six or so companies in 25 years, so ideally it'd be great to find one company, build it for a few years and retire. That doesn't always happen like that. So you got to make your own decisions, but the best decision that you can do is make the decision to actually do your business, come up with a game plan, put your head down, stay focused long enough, create some success for yourself. And ultimately what will happen is people will they'll look at you and go, wow, you really did that thing. That's pretty cool. And some of them will join you. Cool. And some of them won't. Cool. Because at that point, you don't really care and you're fine. But, you know, that's the way it is. So I'll see you on another video. This is Todd Falcone. We'll see you on another one. Bye.